sorry I'm late. Okay, we could have done a bit better under here. Let's be fair. Alright, there. Oh, better. Now, when was the last time I uploaded? Okay. Okay, now, might be one, so, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded, like, since, I don't know, it's been 2 weeks already. Look. Okay, you probably clicked on the thumbnail, you saw the picture, you saw the title, and you know the main reason you're over here now. And that is for this. Now, Donkey Kong 64 came on the Nintendo Switch Online recently. I was supposed to do a video about this because this thing came on June 3 for some reason. I don't know why. At 7 o'clock, this thing was supposed to be out June 4. I mean, maybe they consider June, like 7 o'clock at any time of the day being the next day, or like, I don't know. Okay, the point is that this game is a masterpiece. Alright? This is, I don't know, I just get some nostalgic feeling when playing this game. Look, as you can see, I have a bunch of other childhood classics that I've played during my childhood. It goes down to the bottom. This is the bottom of it. And then the rest of these are just some random stuff. So it just like goes down to this row. And then, yeah. So I played a bunch of these as a kid on some, I'd rather not say Nintendo. Because if Nintendo's watching this, then boy, I am big trouble. But anyways, so we're focusing mainly on Donkey Kong 64 here. So, how good is it? Now, I'll be talking about the performance, the graphics, the overall how it runs on the NSO, and let's see, and like basically, if it's worth upgrading your Switch Online subscription if you have a default one, or if you should buy a expansion pack Switch Online subscription, or if you should just stay without anything. Alright, so diving into this. This is basically the classic N64 game you probably remember if you were 4, 9, or 8 or something. I don't know. Like, most of you, I'm sure, are probably in your 30s or 40s already, and you've played this game as a kid. And I mean, it's not. I don't know. Something about this game. Alright, so if we're talking about the performance here, I would say it's pretty good. The performance, it runs pretty smooth. It's a 64 title, so it's not really supposed to run that smooth. This is not all these games are not remasters of their counterparts on the, well, not their counterparts, just their original forms on the 64, because we know games get remasters and remasters and remasters. Like Super Mario Galaxy just got a bundle, 1+2, and then I don't know, basically they just try. I want to consider this remastered, in other words. Okay, so the graphics, it's pretty good. There's only one major issue I have, which I'm gonna show you right now. Alright, so if you see right here, like, this is my current save state right now. So you see, let's just say we try to zap right here, like, or warp, and then it gets pixelated. Now I'm not, the video quality on this camera is not great, so I don't know if you guys are really gonna notice or not, but if you guys gotta look closely, and you might actually see a drop in resolution. But I mean, so I think they ruined it, but I don't know. I think that's just my Switch too, because believe me, this thing has been dropped a couple times, unfortunately. But I don't know. This might be the same problem for you guys. I don't know. I haven't seen anyone else play this game on the NSO. So let me know in the comments if you have had this issue with with playing this game on the on the 64 NSO on your Switch or Switch 2. So, yeah, you can see that the quality has dropped quite a bit. Well, the resolution anyway. I'm not sure if that's how it was on the original Switch. I mean, and on the N64 when I tried to run it. But I don't know. This could be a problem because I played this on an emulator. Yes, that's the thing I did not want to say earlier. But so Nintendo, please don't come in my house. But the but I didn't notice anything like that. So I wouldn't. I'm not sure if it's the my Switch 2 specifically, because I don't know. I need to try to play this game on my Switch 1 because I have a Switch 1. Of course, that's why I even probably wanted this thing in the first place. And because I deleted all my NSO things because I needed to see if I was logged in for both to play on both systems, which is very annoying. So I didn't really want to deal with that, so I had to delete all the because I barely even use my Switch 1 anymore. But yeah, that's resolution. But they did configure it for the controls, obviously, because well, these are the Joy-Con 2 controllers or the Joy-Con controllers. I don't know if Switch 1 players, and or the Pro controller, But I mean, yeah, they configured it for that. But you would basically be getting the same experience if you had a 64 NSO 64 controller, which I do not have because I really don't want to spend money on that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So another thing, is it worth upgrading or even buying the Switch Online X Plus expansion pack? I would say, well, since I would say yes. I made my jump in January or February or March or something. Was it March? Yeah, I think it was March. That I made my switch to the expansion pack because, you know, you I want to play 64 games, GBA games, uh, I don't know, Genesis games. Even though that thing didn't even that thing had like no Sonic games, because there's nothing interesting on there other than Sonic. That's the reason I wanted it in the whole first place. I mean, you could rewind on Sonic 2, but come on, man. Where's Sonic 3? Where's Sonic and Knuckles? Where's Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Knuckles? Is that the name? I'm not sure. Sorry. But, okay, going back to enough about Sonic and the Sega Genesis. We're heading back to here. Yeah, I would say yes. Now, you could actually, there's a benefit to this. You could actually rewind if you have a Switch 2. That's only if you had a Switch 2. If you have a Switch 1, you can't rewind on that. But I don't know, this game is, it's a masterpiece. That's why that's pretty much almost everything I could say about it. Well, what about now, is it worth buying a now, what about upgrading if you're currently on a default Switch Online thing or whatever subscription? I'm not sure about that. Well, I did not really want to not back when I was still stuck on like the original Switch Online subscription. I did not really want to spend money on $50 on a upgrade. But then when I saw the benefits, like also the fact that they added a Virtual Boy, which I did not have not played before, and I mean the Virtual Boy. Let's be for real here. Who really wanted who asked for Virtual Boy on the Switch Online? Okay, this thing could have also been defaults for this could have been a default. So overall, yes. DK64, is it good on the NSO? Well, if you have a Wii U or N64 collecting dust somewhere in your room, or even just one of those cheap retro consoles. I mean, maybe those cheap retro consoles that like scam you, probably that's probably not worth it. But the other things, if like a Wii U, N64, definitely just go for that. Because again, if you just have like, well, you wouldn't need to buy the Wii U. Well, oh my god, hold on, what am I saying here? Sorry. The Wii U, you need it. That's the part of the virtual console. Alright? And you need to buy those things, which the eShop recently closed. I mean, there's some other backup things in order to get the virtual console stuff, but all I'm saying here is just go for your old Wii U if you already have pre-purchased DK64 on the virtual console, or just go back to the N64, because this just kind of makes it a bit worse. Not in performance, but just the game, the graphics and gameplay that I showed you right there. Anyway, that's about it for today. I'm currently working on my Pac-Man World 2 repack gameplay video, which I'll upload sometime later. Sorry, because I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks, okay? And it's not easy. I've been trying to keep up on this channel, but I have a bunch of other things I need to keep up on that it's just a bit difficult right now. So, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date on my videos. And, that's about it. See you guys.